just like that, he's back. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Playing against the storm again today. As you know, my schedule would suggest I usually do, because I do usually. Anyway, yeah, I did not since the last time I was doing this. I finished this. I finished the higher tier seal, which required me to, you know, do a game in the sealed forest at Prestige 20, which was hard. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly message someone here. Okay. Anywho, yeah, it was really hard, but I'm not going to do hard things today because it's tiring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tone it down from 20 to back down to 6. 5 is usually where my comfort zone is, where it's like, okay, there's no way I could lose any of these. But as it turns out, the breakpoints are for fragments are 5 plus 1. So you get 6 fragments if you go to Prestige 6, and then I think like it ramps up like real crazy. At the end, 15 is 7, 16 is 8, and then you go up to, well, I guess, yeah, it is every 5. And 20 is a full 9. Now this is kind of important, and I'm going to zoom out to show you why exactly it's important. Because it takes 105 fragments to do the sealed forest here. And, well, like, I already did it, so that's good. And the storm's duration is increased. But, like, you can keep doing it so far in this version of the game. So if I wanted to, end at the Adamantine Seal and give myself a really hard run at the end, I can do that, and I'm planning to. But I did not play an entire campaign off stream like I do usually, because I was very excited to do the seals. So I'm just gonna do some chill games. There was a little quest over here, I should note. I found a Stormbird egg, and I stole it, and now I get 30 eggs for every caravan I take for the rest of the cycle. And also, for the next 2 games, I get -2 to resolve during the storm. That will suck. Let's just be very clear about that. Uh, Keeping everybody happy during the storm can be very difficult, depending on what you get. Anyway, that said, I'm gonna go on Prestige 6 because it gives me 1 more seal fragment, and that's, if I do it on Prestige 6 for like 10 games, that adds up to 10 more fragments as compared to doing it on Prestige 5, and that can like make a difference. In fact, I should probably be doing it at a higher difficulty as much as I can manage, but that sounds hard. So I'm not doing that. I think I'm gonna go with the middle one here. Foxes and beavers, they work pretty well together. They both eat pickled goods. The beaver will make sure we're constantly stocked in wood, and the foxes will well, they'll just make glade events a little bit easier. It's kind of what they do. I'm gonna start with a plantation, because you always want to have at least one fertile ground thing, as long as, the map you're going to has fertile ground. Amber is very expensive for some reason on this map. That does give me pause as to whether or not I want to take Amber. This is my usual starting take, just because Amber is so darn useful. There's definitely something said about starting with extra planks, but I'm just gonna stick with the Amber, because it's a nice even 5 and 5. And yeah, it's the Royal Woodlands. Got 2 modifiers here. One's a good one, it's just people die and you get meat and oh, and sorry, dead villagers turn to stone, and you get 5 meat for every 10 stone or clay you produce. So yeah, all the rocks are people, and it's a necropolis. And this is a benefit, because you get more stuff, and nobody's freaked out by it for some reason. There is also a downside, however. The Statue of the Forefathers is here, which is, I assume one of the sealed ones. And yeah, it reduces my cornerstone choices by 1. That sucks. One of the most difficult modifiers in the prestige list is you get 2 fewer cornerstone choices. So this is rougher than it sounds, but it still leaves me with 3. I can deal. And it's very important to get royal supply packs, because if you want to do any really high level seals, you're gonna need a lot of fragments. And yeah, getting all those fragments requires getting supply packs and doing dangerous modifiers. So I'm basically gonna just try to get every dangerous modifier I possibly can. And that's how I'm gonna play it. Oh wow, we got lizards too. Everybody loves pickled goods in this camp. Cool. Let's see what our mysteries are. Wild growth. If you discover a glade, all of the resource nodes have a few extra charges. Interesting. So try to pop glades during drizzle. Easy enough. Absorption. Burning cyst takes 5 seconds longer. This is very secretly difficult. This makes it so that if you go too heavy into Rainpunk, you're going to need 2 Blight Posts in order to not get your hearth corrupted. Because it just takes so long to burn it, it just leaves the corruption going for way too long. Or you can get Firekeeper armor. Either way, Absorption kind of requires you to have a little extra defense by either eschewing Rainpunk or, getting more fireworks a lot. Resources you sacrificing Ancient Hearth burned 40% quicker. That is really substantial, so I can't really depend on sacrificing resources this game, which sucks given that we're gonna lose 2 extra resolve during the storm. Yeah, that's scary. Greater Threat also sucks. This used to be like impossible. It used to be -4 resolve to the storm, but now it's -2 for every dangerous or forbidden glade you discover. It's still very, 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 very rough. Because, like, all the good resources are in greater glades, but, like, this one makes it really, really punishing to do that. This is one of the worst forest mysteries, in my opinion. It's rough. It's a lot of resolve hit. And finally, we have an Eclipse. If people do not have 2 services, they will take 200% longer breaks. I'ma just be straight with you. I'm never getting 2 services up at any point during this game. Period. The end. So at Hostility 6, people are just way less efficient. The end. Let's not even pretend I'm gonna get services up, because it's hard. But for now, let's look on the bright side of things. We're gonna get our initial road placements. We're gonna put down a woodcutter's camp. Got a drizzle geyser here, which is really nice to see. If we can find some fertile ground with that, we could get some greenhouses going and basically be good on food forever. I like being good on food forever. But that requires greenhouses, and let's see what we get. Nothing like top tier to start out with here. The leatherworker is really nice, granted. Gives me 2-star fabric production, which will come in handy with building stuff. And if pickled goods are going to be a thing this game, water skins are quite efficient for that. Plus, if we get a ranch, we can basically have infinity leather, and yeah, that'll give us infinity pickled goods. So this is click on leatherworker and hope for the best. High workshop, yeah, probably just gonna click that. All right, only the lizards like pie, I believe. Yeah. Furnace is excellent. Like, this is a great building. Like, super duper duper great. Almost all the time. Good copper bar production, good brick production, and pie production, which is very, which can be rare and hard to get. The furnace is top tier. But since only one person eats pie, and, you know, I'm not as excited about it, the 2 starter bricks would be nice, and the copper bars would also be, like, nice. I think I want to just click on workshop here because I really need plank production, and I will probably kick myself in the teeth for not picking up good plank production, unless, you know, something pops up immediately right here. And it didn't. Just a bunch of 2-star camps. I'm gonna sit on this until I find a camp that needs it. So let's unpause and get going. Obviously, want to place the workshop down ASAP. I would prefer to place it elsewhere, just because I usually leave this for housing and I want the housing to look nice, but, you know. Maybe I can be slightly less stuck in my ways today. Maybe I should be just a touch more flexible. Just a touch, though. Let's not go too crazy here. Anyway, let's fill up the woodcutter camps and call it good. We have no humans, so I do not have fertile ground detection. It would be really nice if they, like, let you make, like, geyser and fertile ground detection as, like, a consumable or something. I don't know. I should request that as a feature, because it's still in early access, and they could change it if they think it's a good idea, but I'm not sure how they would balance that, to be honest. It'd be like, you know, it'd be like having Ancient Pact, but, like, very specific for tiny things. Alright. Now we got our cornerstones. These are all very good, so we're definitely picking one of them. Fungal Guide is excellent if you have a greenhouse or a lot of mushrooms, because the mushrooms, you know, slowly get more and more as time goes on. We don't have any mushrooms in our initial glade, so I'm not as interested in that at the moment. If I had a greenhouse, I would just slam that immediately. But we don't, so I won't. Trade negotiations, just generally good. More money from trade routes is more good. More trade, more better is good. Reinforced axes is also great. Anything that gets you more resources faster, especially wood, is good. Probably just this. It helps us immediately and will help us through the rest of the game. I will never regret taking reinforced axes. So let's just take it. Let's take it and fast forward until we get our orders and see what direction the game is going to go in. Orders are up. Well, let's see what we get. 5 mushrooms per minute if I manage joyful foxes, but how could I manage joyful foxes? I would need 16 resolve, and I could favor them for 10. I could give them all houses for 3, so that would put me at 13. I would need some sort of complex food, or like the ability to put all of the foxes in like a place they're comfortable, which unfortunately none of that exists right now. I'm going to keep clicking on that button every time until my brain gets it through my head that it's not the right button to click. I don't think this is feasible in 7 minutes. It goes real quick. I don't think I can get complex food or fox house or nice fox houses up. Like, if we could get nice fox houses up, I would, but like, you need crystallized dew. Fox houses are really hard to get up because crystallized dew is not easy to get in general. So, I can't. I'm sorry. Let's just click on Trading Post. It's very simple, straightforward. Put down Trading Post, give 10 amber, get stuff. Is good, is simple, and I could do it pretty easily. What do we have here? Complete any 2 glade events, and you get the Apothecary. Not bad. Only the beavers eat biscuits, and only the lizards use incense, and only the foxes use tea, but they all use them. All use the stuff in there. Plus the +3 to bigger grills ain't bad. I very rarely make skewers, and especially in this game, if I happen to get the Zorg secret ingredient cornerstone, I will never make skewers, because we're just going to make pickled goods for until the end of time. This is doable. I'd have to open a dangerous glade real early, though, which, I mean, I could do that. There's no law that says I can't pop a dangerous glade early. Just, you know, it's not smart. But, you know, okay, we'll just go ahead and do the dumb thing. We'll just click this. I would go with exploration on any other day, but I don't know. We can try it. Interesting. I'm probably gonna click botanist here just in case we get a plantation down, and it'll just give us, you know, a little bit more food. Seems good. The wildflower essence are very valuable, granted. And this is a very easy objective to do, but long term I'll probably want extra food in general. Alright, so now we need to focus on glades for the moment. So let's just punch right into this one as efficiently as I can manage. I want to pop this glade anyway, so I'm just going to tell them to just go into it as appropriately as that sounds. And yeah. Can I get this tree? Oh, it's already being chopped down. Okay, yeah. Ooh, thunk. There we go. I get that bug occasionally where it's like, why can't I select the tree? It's already dead! That was very unnecessarily dramatic. I'd also have to worry a bit about the storm. Normally you can get away with no housing during the first storm, but with the -2 I got from that event, I'm gonna need to put people in shelters. Ideally, I put down big shelters because they're more space efficient and they look very, 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 very slightly prettier, which is important to me. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna drop this down, we're gonna put a fox in the workshop. Get him making a bunch of planks, and hopefully we get enough planks to build two big shelters before the storm hits. Hello, V. Simon. Thank you very much for joining and joining the town to give us more resolve. Super duper helpful. I appreciate it. Alright, the Dangerous Glade is opened. What do we have here? We have a ruin. Interesting. And the Petrified Tree. I definitely would prefer to heal this. The Victory Point and the Amber are way more valuable than some rocks and wood. Only problem is I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this done in anywhere close to enough time. Hi, Crispix. Okay, you're joining the Forest Guardians. Well, it's good to have a counterbalance, I suppose, huh? Yeah, like, if I build the trading post, I don't think I'm going to get a trader until, like, late clearance. I can sit on this, though. Like, it destroys all stored wood, which sucks a lot, but no impatience, and if I use the wood in, you know, in construction, then it doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to not do anything about it quite yet. If I have to chop it down, I'll chop it down. But I would like to get the trading post built up, see when the next trader will come, and see if I can't purchase a solution to, you know, the tree that gives me better rewards. Also, only clay was in here, which is not helpful given that I was hoping to figure out what source of food I need to figure out with my new blueprint. But yeah. Oh well. Ain't that a shame. No Glade event in here, so let's pop this one. Because I need to find 2 Glade events in a big hurry. Granted, the boxes also count as Glade events. Because, you know, you hover over it, leave your mouse over it, it tells you what it is. This is a Glade event. Ruins do not count as Glade events, but caches do. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Maybe I should just cut this down immediately, get rocks, and use the rocks to break open the cache, and that will get this timed event done. That's probably smarter. Ruins count? I don't think they do. I'm almost certain they don't. But either way, now that I'm thinking on it, I think we will just cut down the petrified tree, now that we have a very good reason to. And we'll go with that. And I mean, I do want the manufactory up, so we can try to build it, well, you know, once we have the materials for it. Just gotta get them in there and get them working on stuff. And to that end, we should get down a couple more camps. Because we need a stonecutter camp and a flax field to be able to produce fabric and bricks at a good rate. Ruins count, they have a little leaf for the foxes. Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's a Glade event. I haven't ordered to do Glade events. Will not do it in time. Will I not? Maybe not. I do want somebody building stuff, also. Let's get the lizard off of here. Try it now for science. I definitely will try it now, but, you know, I have to have bricks, unfortunately. Take time to take those rocks back to the warehouse. Like, probably, yes. But, you know, 7 minutes is enough to get through the storm. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'm just crazy and bad. But, either way. Let's get the harvester's camp up. Maybe the trader will have some bricks I can use. Because we didn't start with anything, did we? Maybe we start with stone? No, we start with nothing. Nothing to make bricks out of. Which is kind of typical sometimes. Sometimes you are just brick locked and that's the game. Alright, he doesn't come for the weed number amount of times, so just click that button, I guess. Should I call the trader now? Maybe? Is the answer to that? Like, it's gonna take a lot of time to get the camps up and get clay in the warehouse. Might do to just call the trader immediately and see what I can get from him. Yeah. Start of the game, I can suck up a half a point of reputation of impatience. That's really nothing, honestly, especially if I do the orders with any sort of alacrity. Once again, I am kind of stuck with not knowing which one of these three I want to pick up, because I have nothing, I have no glade I've opened. But oh well. Farlef, I need stones, or sea marrow, or training gear. Do you have any of those? You have some training. You have some sea marrow. I guess that'll do. It's very expensive, though. Yeah, sea marrow's like the most expensive option they've got, which I'm not a fan of. But what do I do otherwise? I mean, I guess it's fine. I could also just buy the bricks from him. Sorry, the fabric from him. Oh, it takes planks and fabric. God, I'm stupid. I'm just very, very stupid sometimes. Well, unobservant, I guess, is the more correct definition, but, you know, there's overlap. I don't have to do anything right now. We'll wait to see. We'll wait for the stuff to be delivered, first off. I have a forced delivery. Do you have tools, maybe? I do have tools, but, like, what would that get me? Oh, I do have wait, I do have tools. Oh, do I have enough tools now? Oh, shoot! Right, that gave me 5 tools. That's enough to open a medium cache. Well, my goodness. Okay. Problem solved. That's 2 Glade events. Wonderful. And they should be done within the next 6 minutes, given that they take, 1.5 minutes to do, and even with travel time, that should be plenty of time. Alright, good. Then I don't really need to worry about it. I'm gonna buy this, though, for sure. Anything that reduces hostility is just top tier in my book. So we're just gonna click that. And we'll get some more amber after we send the crates off. That worked out way better than it should have. Thank you for pointing out the tools to me. I totally forgot that was a reward. Alright, I think I can just speed stuff up now. Yep. They're all busy opening the crate. They'll be done chopping the tree down soon. Farlife is leaving. Do I want anything from him? I mean, like, yes, but is it worth selling stuff? Like, the carpenter would be nice, for sure. So would crystal growth. I imagine I will need the dew at some point. Speaking of which, I don't think I would mind getting enough to build a fox house or two right now. How much would that cut into my wood? Enough that I don't care. Alright. Now we have some fox houses at down. Speaking of houses, I need to queue up the big shelters for sure. I put that off way too long doing the Glade events. I may as well take someone off woodcutting because, we don't need the wood right now. And woodcutting is reduced by 50% right now anyway. So, there's all that. All those good reasons. We'll just hurry up. It's one Glade event done. And boom. Hurried expedition is done. Some parts, very nice. Bigger grill, that might even come in handy, I don't know. And the apothecary, which is lovely. Alright, I'm now sitting on more buildings than I should be sitting on, so let's pick one. I mean, there's a lot of meat and eggs just generally around. Probably herbalist is also a good choice. It's either Trapple or Herbalist Camp here. Both of them will prove more useful than Forager's Camp, which is just get roots and vegetables, which, I mean, to be fair, that's good. I'm gonna get the Trapper's Camp. This lets us get incidental leather from stuff, and we have a leather workers camp, so that seems smart. We already have a manufactory, hilariously enough. The cellar? Slightly better pickled goods and wine for the beavers and foxes. Plus some jerky for the lizards. Yeah, it seems like a strong pick. Oh, ow, wow, okay. Just give me 3 incredibly good options, why don't you? Alright. So, kiln's top tier. Being able to make 3 scar coal makes you able to turn wood into coal, which is useful in both Glade events and just burns longer. It's super good and super efficient. The ranch is also great for us right now because we want to make leatherworking stuff, and I need a constant source of leather, and hey, hello ranch, that's a constant source of leather. Also, the greenhouse is super good because we have a drizzle geyser, and this basically makes infinity food. If you find some fertile ground. Gosh, all these are amazing. Forager's Camp is like okay, but doesn't even come close to all these. Wow. Gosh, I mean, it's probably not the kiln this time. The coal is really nice, but it's not like essential. Food is essential, and the ranch and the greenhouse both provide that. The leather will provide stuff for the pickled goods, and the greenhouse will provide mushrooms that I can turn into pickled goods. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I believe you can pickle berries. Uh, if I am remembering correctly. Yeah, so we do have a production building that can be pickled, so the leather's probably more useful. Kind of hate it, but I think the ranch is the stronger one. Just barely eking out the greenhouse right here. Well, greenhouse blueprints are pretty cheap, but from traders anyway, especially at this difficulty level. So I will just hope we find that. Alright, storm is hit. We're currently sitting at 0 hostility, so we're not getting any better than this right now. All the foxes are busy toting back stuff. I guess we just go slow and hope the lizard happiness is going to be enough to get us through the storm, which it is, just barely. Thank you very much, V Simon, for the resolve. Otherwise, I'd have to be worrying about the foxes right now. Also, where are you? I should be seeing you somewhere in the village at this point. I do not see. Well, anyway, we're safe through the storm, so I'm going to just fast forward things a touch, cause we can just, zip right through it. For now. Do need to get these buildings down at some point, but they're not useful yet. And I can't really afford to waste time and materials on year one, because we had to do the timed event. It's very important. Oh, we've got a shelter up. Good, 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 good. Alright, year 2. Let's see how we doing. Interesting stuff, for sure. The Obsidian Runestone is a way to counteract that extremely long Blight Rot thing. It will make the Blight Rot cysts, take way longer to burn, but the plus 500 resistance makes your hearth quite safe. This is a good cornerstone. Speaking of good, the Mist Piercers are also really nice. It is also very dangerous, let's be clear. Like, every discovered glade increasing patience by half a point, that adds up quick, especially if you're popping small glades. Without restrictions is also kind of nice. It makes you less flexible with, restricting consumption, but a lot of the time you're not constricting consumption anyway. The scouting would be really nice. I am very tempted to just take the Mist Piercers and just see where Fertile Ground is and just go there. I think we can take the Impatience hit just fine. Yeah, let's just do that. Now we can see into glades and what they've got. We have a small farm. A haunted small farm. That's weird. That's almost always comes with Fertile Ground, because you never have a farm where there isn't Fertile Ground. Maybe it doesn't list it, if in that case? Maybe. Also the Open Vault. I believe the Open Vault kills people. I will want tools or packs of building material for that. This one has a blood flower, so that's nothing, but it's just, takes time and kills food, which, sucks a little bit. No Fertile Ground there, though, so I'm not that interested. Withered Tree's pretty easy to handle. We got some fertile soil, so that's a real tempting glade right there. This also, small glade with some fertile soil. It's really near the warehouse too. That's extra enticing to me then. I think we'll actually pop this one open. Get a couple of get some fertile ground, put down a plantation, get some food going proper. That'll be good. Parts are real valuable, and the planks would accelerate all the building I need to do, so that sounds good. Sounds great. Let's get you guys. Well, I do want this part of the hearth cleared out, to be fair. Alright, let's get people doing useful stuff. You do that. Beavers go in the woodcutter camp for wood, and then one builder, which is kind of needed right now. So I guess that's it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this fertile ground going until next year, because chopping through this glade to get to the fertile ground, and then getting the planks to build a farm takes time. I do not think I will get the I don't think I'll get the plantation online fast enough to make any real progress on it. Yeah. But we'll prepare for it. We'll plan to open that during the storm. And we got new orders. What do we got? Aid for the Lizard Clan. Or Into the Unknown. Break open 2 glades, one after the other. Get people, tools, and incense. Or Aid for the Lizard Clan, get +3 lizard resolve, some parts, and some more lizards. I don't mind either of these. The tools will be useful, so will the parts. The incense will be fine. The +3 to global resolve for the lizards is real nice. But Into the Unknown is a lot easier to do. A lot. And getting reputation points is kind of important. I think I'd rather do Into the Unknown. Besides, we know exactly what we want to do with the glades we've got. Rain engines is not going to happen for a very long time unless I find some good source of metal. I'll need to find a way to make coal to do this one. Yeah, neither of these are very great for me. I guess important delivery is more feasible, slightly. It's very slightly more likely to happen. Anyway, let's get some comfort down now that we have houses. Get some more resolve. Put down some pretty stuff. And then we want to start getting proper housing for everybody at some point. Oh, I just accidentally made a bad road there. Just must have been a little slip of the mouse finger. These things happen. We want houses for pretty much everybody, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, we do. So let's just plan on making them. We can put lizard houses over here. That'll look lovely. Only need one for now, which is nice. Get rid of that. Alright. Good enough. I could sneak out some little extra reputation from the lizards if I favor them, so I'm going to. Alright, that was easy. And I'm also gonna, steal a drink real quick, if you don't mind. I'm just gonna let, I'm gonna let clearance fast forward a bit. And you'll get to hear me, crash back into the room if I hear a notification pop up and I'm like, oh god, I need to take care of that, immediately. And that's not happening because a trader came and it paused the game for me. Thanks. I'm back. What are we at? Some interesting stuff. I do love me the clay pit, but I need clearance water for it. I don't think I saw any around here. There's some over there. It also has some fertile soil in it. It's tempting. I do like the clay pit for infinite clay. Granted, we do have an absurd amount. Maybe we don't need it that badly. Insect traps are great when you have a greenhouse or a lot of mushrooms, because it gets you a lot of meat in addition to the mushrooms. Contraband is just amazing, but it's as you can see, absurdly expensive. I'm not sure I want to buy any of this. Withered Tree takes metal and coats, as I recall. And Purging Fire, which I will need to think about, at least relatively soon. Yeah, let's murder that tree specifically. Yeah, I think the big question is, where do I want to go from here? Do I want to pop this? That one's easy-ish to do. That one's a lot less easy to do. I need pipes or tools. Tools are very expensive. It's very hard to afford. I think the 15 necessary to take care of the termite burrow, or 12, something around there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking easy. It's looking like it would cost a lot more than I'm willing to give. Maybe I just get nothing for now? I might have to get nothing for now. Don't like it, but it might be what I do. I guess another question is, what 2 glaze am I going to open in quick succession? Succession is a different thing, I think. Brain not worky. Anyway, I would love to get into here to, you know, stop the poison that's coming from somewhere. But I will need building materials, which is doable. It is, however, a touch rough with all the building we need to do right now, because it will delay building the town by quite a lot. Quite a lot. How much can I really afford to do that? I'm not sure. Decisions. I have to make decisions, and I'm terrible at making decisions. Zorg's leaving. Well, last chance to buy tools, I guess. Or a clay pit if I'm feeling like I really need it, but like, we have a lot of clay around here. It's really unnecessary. I may plan to just go into the Withered Tree, which means I need metal or coats to do that with, and you sell neither of them. So I guess we're just not buying anything from Zorg today. Alright, fair enough. Little scared about food suddenly. Should definitely get the Trapper's Camp down now. We should also get down the cellar to make good pickled goods as well. Happy to slop that in front of the warehouse so it's nice and efficient. Alright. Storm's here, let's see how bad it is. Don't even have to cut woodcutters. That's always nice. Just had to unfavor the lizards and then we're good. Yeah, everyone's kind of where they need to be right now. May as well just fast forward through the storm. Oop. Well, now I have to think about it. We definitely need food. So I think it's fine if I swap some lizards over here. Stonecutter's camp can be empty for the moment. I'll get a builder as soon as this is done. Should be all good. It is, however, the 3rd year. I need to put a blight post down, because we're about to get blight. And if I was playing on a higher difficulty, I would have put that down in year 2, so I extra don't forget about it. Training gear is actually pretty nice this game, too. It takes rocks or metal, neither of which we can really gather right now. But something to think on. These are good enough to take. I don't think I have to re-roll these. I like bed and breakfast because I like money. Especially on this difficulty level where money's worth a lot more. The porridge would be nice, but I think I'd only want to do that if I had humans and foxes. Because this, and you know, an active drizzle geyser. So let's just click bed and breakfast. It'll be fine. Pipes would be nice. So would the bricks and clay. And less people to feed. Also sounds good to me. Alright. We'll call that good. You can go in the Stonecutter's camp. Lizard can be a busy bee with building. And I guess that's good for now. Do I want to pop these open? I mean, I definitely should. I shouldn't be sitting on my thumb doing nothing about the order I have to pop two glades at the same time. So yeah, I'll break into it and decide later. Oh, you know, break up to one tree away and then decide is what I actually meant to say. Yeah, it's really hard to make training gear without a good source of metal or stone. We have neither of those right now, unfortunately. And I doubt we're gonna get any. Royal Woodlands maps are kind of famous for not having much in the way of metal or stone. I mean, the clay pits drop some copper ore, but it's, you know, it's not quite enough to sustain a metal industry, in my opinion. Anywho. The cellar is done. We basically want to just use anything we can get to make pickled goods in here. Like, actually anything. We don't need wine for a while. It would be nice to have like 30 or 60 hanging about just as an emergency measure, but I don't know, the wood's probably better spent on, the containers are probably better spent on complex food than anything else right now. I should also get down the ranch and the leather worker soon, which means I kind of need to pop this glade just for space. But it has a trader in there, which 20 amber right now. It's not really like a lot. It's not really enough for me to want to pop glades immediately. I don't know. Then again, I could just pop these two glades and be done with the thing, the order, which probably isn't a bad idea. All right, let's just do that. Let's mark these both for being destroyed. And the Soul Gazer is here. He has some wildfire essence, which might have been nice had I been short on them. He has some coats, which is good for the withered tree, but it's also, you know, stuff the beavers will use, so I can't really keep it around unless I deny them the coats. Additional cornerstone recharge is nice, but I don't think it's necessary. 15 reduction in hostility every time 2 villagers die. Not something I want to build around. Let's just put it that way. I could sell a bunch of resin for some money, which might not be the worst idea. Sure. It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping he'd have a Ways of the Forest book or something like more useful. But he didn't. He didn't, and my disappointment is palpable. Low on food, huh? Yeah, we got 2 people on the camp. That should suffice for a while. Oh wait, I'm on Prestige 6, aren't I? Yeah. That tends to make things a lot harder. I play too cavalierly sometimes. Yeah, let's get the plantation down then for sure. Finish this. Ta-da! Got another reputation, more people. Another orders come in. Maybe it'll be something I can do easily. Gosh, this would be nice. 5 minutes to make 30 water skins and to sell 35 goods worth of amber. I don't think this is physically possible. I would need to make packs of provisions or have a trader show up with a whole lot of trade goods I could just dump on them. And, I mean, I have some water skins. Could I get the leatherworker up in time? Probably not. I need meat or oil, neither of which I have. I think we're just going to click Advanced District. Leveling up the hearth to 2 is going to happen on its own, and +1 to plank production is great. Discover 2 dangerous glades one after the other. That's bold. Pretty good rewards, though. Extra pipe production makes things a lot more useful, or efficient. And this is also very useful. Fewer trips you have to take from the warehouse to the glade, the better, honestly. Plus the tools, I might actually click ruins here. I know there's like 2 ruins over here, and that's pretty easy to do. But then so is this if I'm opening up 2 dangerous glades. What to do? I guess the deciding point is what has better rewards. I mean, they're both very good rewards. I think, honestly, Scout's Pack might be actually a little bit more valuable. Like, the pipes would be great for getting more into Rainpunk, but faster glade events is just smart. It's just smart and good. So I should do the smart and good thing. Alright, let's get down the buildings I have been putting off making for ages. Leatherworker, apothecary, the ranch. The ranch can go here once this gets chopped out. Good enough. Weirdly, I think I might want to just make fabric in here exclusively because lizards get a little bonus to it, and the workshop doesn't have any bonuses. I would love to make water skins, but I have no leather and no oil or meat. But I can get meat from the ranch, which will happen soon-ish. And I can just chuck plant fibers in the maws of my beasts to get a good water skin system going. Then we'll have a good pickled good system going, and then that'll make everybody a lot happier. Hello. Good stuff here. Interesting. This makes me have to decide if I'm gonna pop this glade open or not. Because the Wither Tree needs metal, so the best place to get it is just buying it from Farlef right now. But do I care about opening this glade that much? I need to be very careful about how many glades I open with the Mist Piercers, because impatience can get away from you pretty easily if you're too blasé about which ones you open. Let's see. I do need to do ruins, so this one is basically a must open. Yeah, this is not a must open. The fertile soil would certainly be nice, though. And it's kind of the only game in town when it comes to that. But maybe we don't need more than this patch for the moment. Maybe I don't need to buy the metal, at least not right now. Definitely gonna have to open this though. Which means we will need incense. I think we're getting it. Yeah, I think we got 30 incense. That's good. We need that to cleanse the haunted farm. The open vault, I believe, continues to be packs of building materials, and since I didn't get any good building for that, I guess I have to put down a makeshift post, much to my chagrin. Let's see, I think we need 15. Palpable agony, indeed. Let's get reinforced axes, though. It's just generically good. Steel drills will get us more copper ore from our clay pits, of which we have an absolutely absurd amount. And even if I don't get copper bar production, I can use them as roads. So I think there's nothing but good things to say about +1 to copper ore production right now. I should also make sure all the camps are fully stocked. Back down to 1 builder, but what else is new? Gotta coop another beaver house. Don't want people unhoused going into the storm, and we would love it if everybody was in a house that makes them happy. As difficult as that can be sometimes. Oh yeah, also Blight. I spaced out on that. Again, what else is new? But, you know, at this I'm not playing at Prestige 10, so the first Blight wave doesn't actually kill you. So I'm okay for now. People are upset. Man, I didn't expect -8 to be a thing. Because you're hungry. Yeah. Valid. Very valid. Okay. Yeah, we haven't actually gotten any good food production up yet. Awkward. I guess I just have to get woodcutters for the moment. If I put a fox on the hearth, that'll get us back down to 0. Oh, a fox is on the hearth. Never mind. What we're gonna do, actually, in actual real-life land, is we're going to put a lizard on the hearth. And that takes care of that. In fact, we can put 2 more woodcutters back on. And that's all. 1 more woodcutter would put us up to level 2. And as for the beavers who are not cutting stuff, you can go into the camps to do stuff there. Do you mind? Okay, no, I respect the trolling. Okay, we get to do 1 woodcutter during the storm, just the 1. And I guess we're good otherwise? I guess so. Not a lot for the beavers to do otherwise. Could just put down a herbalist camp and get these berries, which certainly would give them stuff to do. Not that there isn't, you know, a large glut of building I need to do. But we're mostly stymied by building materials and not builders for that. Okay, we can start the makeshift post. And once again, I'm like, do I want to use the fabric? Actually, nothing uses fabric, except for the lizard house, but there's no room to make that right now. So I guess it's okay if we stuff some fabric into boxes and start getting some packs of building materials. That will prove useful for many, many, many reasons. And we have plenty of plant fiber to get us quite healthy in terms of fabric. In fact, I wouldn't mind putting another lizard in the leatherworker, but I only have 4, and they're all where they need to be otherwise. So, guess that's not happening, as it turns out. Ain't that funny? But anyway, we're cruising through the storm for now. And we finish. Lovely. Let's see what we get. Without restrictions is back. It's tempting. 40 water skins for every full reputation point. gotten is kind of tempting. We will get that on the regular. That, like, might let us just get water skins without having to make water skins. I very rarely pick up this cornerstone because it's not, like... It certainly ain't good in every situation, but, like, this situation might be the situation it's good at. Okay. Let's try it out. Also, advanced characteristic is done. +1 plank production. That is going to be huge. It's 50% more planks every time we do it. So, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good stuff here. I think the furnace is gonna be my thing here. The pies will be, like, just okay, but the copper bar production will come in majorly handy for many reasons. So, I'm glad to see it back. Lovely. And let's see who we're bringing in. I would definitely like the pipes. We're also very low on food, and this is fewer people, which is always very enticing. There's arguments for both. Let's just take that, though. We will get a lizard and the leather worker, and then we will swap out some beavers in the camps to get them back to wood cutting. Because we want some wood cutting. All the beavers must wood cut. Ja. I don't know why I'm German suddenly. I'm just weird, as it turns out. You've probably figured that out if you've watched me for more than like 10 minutes, though, so I'm not gonna be like, oh god, I've surprised you. Heavens forfend. I really, 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 really want to get the plantation up and running like yesterday. And it's like priority 1, along with the blight post. What interesting choices we have been presented with. I don't have, like, a requirement in order for any specific building, right? No. Could also put down the Forsaken Altar at some point. The buffs would be nice, don't get me wrong. Funny how easy it was to talk me into that one. I love the temple, I love the market. Both of them are great in this situation. The market lets me do luxury and treatment, which would make the foxes and beavers extraordinarily happy. But the temple is hostility reduction and religion and education, which would make the lizards and the beavers happy. Yeah, generally you click on the thing that gives you hostility reduction in this game. So I think I'll just do that. I can slap the temple down where the tenements are. That sounds somewhat vaguely appropriate in terms of thematic, in terms of themes. It's thematically appropriate. That's how you actually say that word. I don't know if you knew that. Anyway, I'm gonna put the fox back on the hearth. Get ourselves a hostility level reduction and get the lizard working on some purging fire. Also, I need somebody to build stuff again, because I keep running out of that. One less stonecutter's fine. Let's just do that. Alright, plantation is down. Not nearly fast enough as I would have preferred. I should have focused a little bit more on that. That's my bad. I'd probably pull someone from Harvester's Camp and the Leather Worker, probably. We don't need quite this much fabric production, I would suggest. Rather at least get some Harvester in clearance. Some berries. Just a few. Also really want to pop into this glade at some point. There's a lot of good stuff that I want. Do we have anywhere close to enough crystallized dew? Oh, we do. Alright, I think I got a big bundle of it from, yeah, I got a big bundle of it from the order, which was lovely. And probably a reason that I lean towards doing that order. Anyway, we're getting some resolve. That's excellent. I do need to get some more lizard homes down, at least relatively soon. I also should consider getting that geyser down, even if nothing needs drizzle water, just making my food production in the cellar go faster is worth it. So I should at least queue it up. And for things I also should at least queue up, I would love to get the lizard houses queued up. So let's move these dudes up here. Get these trees cleared out, kill the trees, we hate them, and get some lizard houses down. That'll be lovely. New order. Let's see what we got. Salvage 3 ruins and deliver planks. And I get the carpenter in return, and +2 to plank production. Oh, that's real good. That, yeah. That, normally that doubles your plank production, but it almost doubles our plank production right now, which is really good. In 17 minutes, like, there's 3 ruins in this glade. The Tinkerer, the Cellar, and the Farm. Like, I could just go in there and get it. It's within my power, and we have enough building materials to do the event. So, boy, sure does seem like this is a great idea that I should do and click on right now. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, cool. Glad that decision was easy. Let's pop into the glade immediately. Fox, we have run out of pickled goods and the foxes are no longer super happy. Ain't that a shame? Nope, now we got another pickled good. Someone ate a pickled good and now they're giving me resolve again. Lovely. Gosh. There's some good stuff here. The only thing I need flour for is pie or biscuits. I don't have a flour producing building yet. The reinforced needles would double our fabric production, and given that we're stuffing fabric into boxes for building materials, that seems like a good idea. Yeah? This seems like a really strong idea. I'm gonna click that button. And we'll see if we can buy anything else from her when she leaves. Alright, open vaults. Oh, it just takes building, it doesn't take packs of building materials, it takes actual building materials. Oh, me. Also, if I don't complete this, everyone dies. Isn't that fun? So let's just take care of that real quick, like, huh? You can go in the cellar. You get the open vault done. I probably want to use bricks instead of planks just because, like, I have a lot of bricks and I need planks for all of my buildings. Yeah, bury the entrance. A lot of resolve penalty from the beavers, but oh well. I need to salvage the cellar as well. We already have the blueprint for it, so I don't care about the, keeping it. So I guess we're not going to be building any food for a bit. That's fine. We need to take care of the ruins. Tout svit. To get this timed order done. We have 16 minutes. I could actually sit on it for a while, which is kind of funny. The haunted farm is going to be the sticky point here. This gives a stacking resolve penalty, which sucks a whole heck of a lot. I cannot do that until like the start of Storm next season. So that's kind of that. I'd love the Tinkerer though, so we're definitely gonna like salvage that. And yeah, that's it. I think I have to cut woodcutters because otherwise we're not gonna get anything done. There's space for lizard houses now. Lovely. And the storm is hit. I imagine I will be cutting all of my woodcutters this storm again. Yep, sure looks that way. Whew. Just barely there. Sahilda's leaving. Do I want to sell something to get a herbalist camp? Not really. There's no big herbalist nodes around. It seems unnecessary. End of sentence. Yeah. Alright. Guess that was easy enough. I should also consider upgrading some houses with all these building materials. What does lichen take? It takes resin, right? We got plenty of that. Faster glade events is pretty great. I think I'm willing to spend a few materials on that. Get these done faster. Might not make a difference, but it might make a difference, maybe. Plus the houses get prettier, so how could you not? I would also love the beavers to move faster, so they're more efficient woodcutters. And the lizards I could do without having to speed them up. Anyway. Hey, look, Simon, you're working on the glade event. You're gonna close the vault so we don't all die. How nice of you. How industrious. We like not dying in general. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff up. It's probably time I considered my options for leather working and pickled goods. So, we basically stuff any of this into cans for pickled goods. And we need to make water skins out of meat and leather, and so we need a lizard making meat and leather. We don't need a huge stockpile of it, but having it would be very nice and nifty and good. I think that's all good. Also, Gwyneth is here. Hello, Isabel. Yes, guide you, outsider. For a small fee, I can grant you unimaginable power. What an interesting selection. They all suck. Hidden from the Queen is nice if you expect people to die, but I do my absolute best to keep people from dying. Rebellious Spirit is +1 to resolve. I would get +3 to resolve. That ain't nothing. And Hidden Reward is a ton of ancient tablets, 5 of them in fact, which is pretty nice. Can't deny that. It is a ton of money, and my last order could involve ancient tablets. I don't know, ton of money sounds good to me. I can get behind ton of money in general. Alright, we also have to make packs of provisions at some point, because we have an order for that. So let's go ahead and make 12 of them. Put the woodcutters back up. See what our cornerstone is. Tanning racks. Oh my. It's like, here, we wish to reward you for choosing to make water skins this game. Thank you. I appreciate that. This seems fine here. Just get a bunch of those. Put a lizard in the manufactory. Maybe 2 collecting some herbs. Foxes are on the plantation. And 1 builder. Yep, guess we're good. Lizard resolve is low, really. Oh, because Ominous Whispers. Oh, I see. Awkward. The cellar's done. So is the Tinkerer. I need to get foxes in here very soon, but I also need to get this done as soon as possible. Is there a fox I can get to do something else? Mayhaps. Maybe I put you in the hearth. I can get you working in the cellar. Get that done faster. How much time do we have on this timed? 13 minutes. Oh yeah, we're fine. I want to get 3 foxes in the haunted small farm so I don't have to deal with the cascading resolve penalty for too long. But you know, it's basically I need to wait for this to be done. Boop. There we go. Done. 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 You two, I do not care about looting that faster. I want all 3 of you to cleanse this haunted small farm, please. Everything else can wait. Oh hey, we have room for more lizard houses. Lovely, because we need it. We need a full block of 8. We also need a full block of 8 for beaver and fox houses too. What do you know? Yeah, everyone's just kind of working on stuff I need them to work on. It's a weird feeling not having to micromanage immediately. But it is what it is. Alright. Lizard resolve is low again, but again, this is from the stacking resolve penalty. It should be done before it becomes a problem, even remotely. So that'll be nice. Yep, all done. Wonderful. We got the hollowed small farm. We can get grain and veggies from here, and I think I might... Sure, well, we don't have a lot of plant fiber, to be fair. Building both is probably fine. Anyway, let's get these guys to loot here. Oh, I don't have any planks, I can't move it. I'm a little curious if there's fertile ground underneath the farm. I'm pretty sure they programmed it so that doesn't, like, actually happen. But, you know, I wanna check. You can't stop me from checking. I'm the streamer. I'm the streamer. I control what I do. Gosh darn it. I did mention I'm weird, didn't I? A little while ago? Yeah. Glad we can all stay in agreement with that. Yeah, we're kind of just cruising for the moment. You're idle in the Blight Post because we're full on Purging Fire, which is a nice situation to be in. Also a nice situation is to get people working on pickled goods. You are low on planks. Should definitely get someone else working on planks then. Leaves us with 2 builders, which is fine. Yeah. Seems fine. Let's get the temple down next to the tenement. Tahoe has joined the town. Hello, Tahoe. Very nice of you to join. We have the tinctury, which lets us make ale, which I don't think I care that much about. More coal, more copper ore. I mean, like, more copper ore is fine. But we have the best wine making in the game already, so I don't think I care that much about making ale, because only the beavers like it. So why bother, is what I ask you. Why bother indeed? I also need to limit how much jerky we produce, because we only have like 8 lizards, and we don't want 100 jerky that they will not be able to chew through for the entirety of the game. That's inefficient, I would suggest. If I had a kiln, I would be hitting the +1 coal real hard, but I don't. So that's that. We have trade routes again. Ah, yes, because I was making provision packs to do stuff. Yes. I also accidentally made a bunch of training gear, which is awkward, but whatever. It's not like it's not usable. All at once, discovered 2 forbidden glades, one after the other. No? -50 hostility is pretty nice. Basically means no hostility from these glades, but man, that's like wicked dangerous. Oh, mouse left. I clicked on it. Ah, darn! I'm such a slippery little klutz. Ooh, I need planks very badly. Sother, do you have planks? You do. I think I might just be willing to buy them from you. Yeah, that seems okay. We can do the timed order now. +1, +2 to plank production, tool production, bunch of tools. Fantastic. Timed event done. We love to see it. Coats would be nice. Coats would be really nice. Scrolls would also be nice, given that we have a temple, which is education and religion, as I recall. Yep, I recall correctly. The question is, do I want to make scrolls or do I want to make coats? I guess the bigger question is, do I have any way of making pigment? Because I need pigment for scrolls. Although I can also use wine in a pinch. It's highly inefficient to use wine, but it is a way to get it. Now I have a manufactory to make pigment, so scrolls are perfectly viable. Maybe I get the scribe. Let's go really hard on scrolls. Coats would be nice, but like, I don't know. Either way, it's like, what do you want to do to make the beavers happy? I think the scribe is fine. Put it next to the manufactory. Oh, look, it even fits nicely in there. Ah, that's lovely. It aesthetically pleases me. Hello. These are some good stones. Probably just back to nature, make the plantation super duper amazingly good. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Back to nature then. God, that's a good cornerstone. Holy moly. I could sell some building materials, but I have a lot of houses to upgrade, so I think I'm just good. Let's see how bad the storm is. Real bad. Right. We're getting, how much negative from that? Just -4. Still, it's a lot. Yeah, we have to cut all the woodcutters. And maybe put a lizard or 2 in the blight post. Not that I can really afford to. Huh. Upsetting. I might be fine, though, when it comes down to it. I do want to make some incense at some point. Some tea wouldn't be terrible, though we don't have anybody that can drink it right now. Don't need flour for biscuits. So I guess this is just like making incense, which I will hold off on until we make the temple. Trapper's camp has no deposits nearby. Is that it? Oh gosh, that's it, huh? That's just it. I guess that's fine. We can find other places to put lizards, like the blight post, where you'll be happier and you'll help with the fire. Actually, why not you go to the furnace? You're gonna be happy there, and then you'll actually like make useful stuff like copper bars. I don't care about bricks being made in here. They're fine in the warehouse. I'd love to make some pie, but I have no flour. So I guess they're just gonna make copper bars. Out of water again, huh? Just a sec. My throat is hurting. I have been talking for the past 4 hours now. It hurts. I need to stay hydrated. I need to, like, get a water bottle is what I need to do. That's what professional streamers do. They have a water bottle with them, so they don't have to get up and go to the tap. I assume. Oop, botanist is done. Lovely. If I click on this order, it will raise hostility a tick. So that's unwise. Let's stop pickling our berries for a second, so we can definitely turn that in when the storm's done. Yeah. Oh, they used plant fiber. Gosh darn it, guys. Hang on. Give me that plant fiber back. Botanist. Done. Excellent. Let's get winemaking back up. We can use berries in cellar. Do I really need plant fiber to be grown here? Wouldn't hurt. What else used berries? Brain blanking. It's the wine, the pickled goods. Yeah, that's all fine. Alright, guess we're good. What else are we getting? This is all just okay. I think I'm gonna re-roll them. This is some much better stuff. Burnt to a crisp gives me an absolute truckload of coal, which I need for an order, so that's real tempting. Crowded houses also is just like top tier once you can upgrade houses, because then you get bonuses for 3 people instead of just 2. They make matcha lattes. I think this is worth it just because I have an order. And it's tier 6, so we're gonna get a bunch of blight rot dumped on our head anyway, which will mean a bunch of coal dumped on our head. It'll be lovely. Everyone loves to have a bunch of coal dumped on their head, right? I'm right. What do we do with this glut of lizards? Early in the morning. Wow, both of these are great. I want the market, and I also want the clothier. 3-star coats is really nice, makes the beavers a lot happier. The market lets them also be a lot happier because we have wine production. That would also make the foxes happy, so I guess it has to be the market then, if it's going to make 2 people happy instead of just 1. Fine, fine, fine. If we must do the optimal thing, we'll do it. We have enough wildfire essence for this, which is good. We also need to get, I think, a warehouse up here. And people in the small farm. I don't think I need 3 people to do all of this. It is highly unlikely. But, I don't know. We'll see how it fares. Tinker is a great place to make building material and tools, both of which I want to make. Yeah. We'll do that later, at some point. No longer want to make building materials here, so this place is only good for packs of crops, and I don't think I'll actually ever make packs of crops upon reflection, given that I have no order for it and no humans to use it in building upgrades. So there's that. Any good trades? Like, not particularly. Nothing exciting, at least. Oh yeah, I should put some people in the harvester's camp. Have them do something instead of nothing. That seems okay. It seems okay to do. Let's also pipe up the cellar. Make it go super fast, because that's where basically all of our complex food is being made right now. Not just basically, it is literally where all of our complex food is being made. Packs of provisions are done. Huzzah! Ruins complete. Let's click the button. Get some more reputation. Order complete. Bunch of tools. I think I can open up a cache now too. With that, yeah, very easily. I have a ton of tools. Wow, what happened? I mean, apart from getting a bunch of tools from orders, because that's what happened. Little tempted to get the sturdy boots out of this, but like, I kind of need victory points real bad. So I think that's fine. Yeah, it looks like the beavers are finished planting, like, already, and it's not even halfway through Drizzle. We do not need 3 on that plot. Not even remotely. Do we have any planks yet? No? Okay. Really love it if we got some planks, so I could see if there's fertile ground under that and move it to get more out of the fertile ground. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be, but, you know, what if there is? What if, when the developer said, hey, we made it so that fertile ground is no longer covered up by anything, what if they were lying? Didn't think of that, did ya? Yeah. What if they were just all lying to us? I don't need packs of provisions much at all anymore. So let's put you in the temple. Get everyone happy schmappy. I do need to build building materials, and I guess we'll be doing it in here. Need 15 of them. I guess I could put that beaver in there. Is there anything we need to build particularly much? Sort of. I'd like the scribe to go down at some point, but I don't have the materials for it anyway, so why bother? Alright. The blight has arrived. Not great, but 'tis what it is. Also, if I'm gonna do this Forbidden Glade order, I will need to eventually, like, be near to Forbidden Glades. That is an unfortunate necessity of this. So, obviously this one. Is there any that are closer? Not really. That one's a glade away. A big glade away. That one's also a big glade away. Pop this one. This wouldn't be a bad place for another hearth. Let's see what we need out of these either anyway. The Hungry Mistworm. I believe that takes an absurd amount of food. It's a little frightening. Also, I got a blueprint. I should check that. Not a lot I care about. The stamping mill would be nice. The smithy would be good for coats. And trade good packs. There's something to be said about that. Alright, smithy it is. Alright, storm's here. Probably gonna have to just pull all of my woodcutters yet again. Maybe burn resources at the hearth. What do we got here? Improvised tools is back. Fuel recipe are faster, produce more goods. I don't think we have any fuel recipes. Because that's oil and coal, and I don't make either of those. Storm Seal is like good, but I'm not getting anything out of it right now. Is it just improvised tools? That kind of sucks. Oh well. It will come in handy at some point, probably. Oof. Oof. Triple oof. Okay, gotta get a beaver and the tinker. Or two of them, in fact. Alright. Good. And we can get one woodcutter going. Lovely. Foxes are a touch upset. I could just put one in the apothecary and call it a day, probably. Yeah. That worked. I want somebody to make incense anyway, so I really don't mind him being there. I also don't mind burning a whole bunch of wood, because that might start reducing hostility in the temple. And we're burning a bunch of blight rot cysts, which is excellent. Making building material packs, which is also excellent. We want to cap the tools at 24, to be honest. Yeah, that's all good. We drag you out of the furnace, put you somewhere more useful. Harvesting, sure. Ah, the scribe's done. Yeah. Don't mind using any of these. Let's get that going. And we'll also need to get some pigment going. We grow berries, so that seems like a good use of... good way to get pigment, is what I'm trying to say, but failing. Do we want packs of provisions? Like, a little bit. Enough to stock the place, I guess. Sure. Alright, important delivery done. It's safe to click the button, so I will. Cool. Alright, tier 7. This is where I wish I could... I wish I could be closer to completing the game. Zorg's secret ingredients, pretty sick. Thick as a skewered for pickled goods. We're making a ton of pickled goods, and 2 of our people love skewers. This is just like mind-blowingly awesome for us. So I guess we'll do that. I also wouldn't mind making another cellar, because we cannot keep up with pickled goods production whatsoever. Oh my god! It's Lootbox Horse. Everyone loves Lootbox Horse. Lootbox Horse, give me all of your money. Give me some of your money. Give me a more even amount of your money. Now, you know what? Fine. You can make it up to me in metal? Sure. I could use the dew for fox houses. Why not? Cool. Give me all of your money. Now give me all of your loot boxes! +2 to coal production. Ooh, stone delivery line. Just free stone forever. Nice. Bunch of incense, a bunch of goods people like. It's pretty good. Pretty good. More capacity for rainwater. That sucks. But all these are useful, so that's not a complete waste. Packs of goods produce faster. Don't care that much, but it's nice. Insects and flour. I can make some pies out of that. It's not like a total wash. +2 to pottery and a bunch of useful food is all, like, okay, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's kind of it from him, then. That was not an exciting loot box horse, but oh well, they can't all be winners. So yeah, I got better rain storage, better pottery. Did I ever pick up the stamping mill? I don't think I did. Probably not. But it's probably fine. More people! Metal and tools sound really great. Sure. Speaking of which, why don't you just make us many coat? Many coats. And we want to get beavers back on wood cutting. We can take that many people out of the tinker. We definitely don't need that many in there. They probably want to replace the scribe with a lizard so we can get a full 6 woodcutters going. And that's kind of it. Yeah, that's kind of it. Fair enough. I want this place cleared out tout de suite so I can put down another hearth. Where's the other woodcutter camp? Come to think of it. It's here. Yeah, boy, you don't have a lot left to cut, do you? I'll go help cut this. We need to clear this space out for the hearth. You make pigment, which is good. We need all that made. You're capped, but that's fine. I kind of want you sticking there anyway if we need it. Yeah, let's just do the usual bill here. Wine, make wine out of whatever, make pickled goods out of whatever. And make a bit of the old jerky, too. Cap it at 50, that should be fine. And, you know, put someone in it so the building is actually used. That seems smart. Sound tactics. Here on Christie Gaming. Oh, the things you'll learn. This is my last chance for a loot. No, I don't have any. He ran out of money. I can't get that loot box. It's very sad. It's very sad. Very sad and sad. Sad making. Really need the new hearth up real soon. Please cut down those trees. What do I like here? Definitely some good stuff in here. Maybe the press? Oil, a bit of flour. You can use the oil to make water skins. I can use grain for that. Seems good. Because the only thing else I'm using grain on is the ranch. And that's not getting a whole lot of use. So yeah, seems fine. Let's put down the press here. Get some oil hot off the presses. Oh ho ho. Oh Chris, you're so funny. How did I ever live before I found you and your unique brand of Twitch humor? I don't know, Watcher. I don't know. But thank God you're here. Harvester's camp has run out. That's fine. I guess it's extra fine because you have nothing to do now. Sure. We could get someone else in the cellar and someone in the press, and that leaves us with one builder, which is fine. Gotta get the small hearth down. Perfect. We'll get some housing up soon. You know, the good housing. None of that cheap big shelter stuff. We want the housing that makes you scream, oh my god, this house is amazing. Oh, I have so much resolve to stay here. That's how it feels like Resolve works in this game. We also need to pop this Glade at some point. But not now. Right now I'm just going to sit back and let some Resolve tick in. I should open this though, because I desperately need the space. I'm kind of sad I did not get the Foragers camp at any point. Stormwater Geyser wouldn't be crazy to pick up. But I don't have any pipes. Granted, I could just make some pipes. It's not like we don't have a bunch of metal now. Maybe I start making pipes out of copper. And a new blueprint! The greenhouse has arrived. Here to tempt me with infinity mushrooms and herbs. The tea doctor might be best though, honestly, because we have a lot of complex food going, and this will translate into quite a bit of global resolve. Yeah, we don't really need that much more resolve, to be fair. So yeah, that seems good. Pull you off the blight post, put you on the hearth. We have enough for 11 beavers now. Excellent. Need more lizard houses though. And I'd love a lizard in the trapper's camp if I could manage that. It's very hard to keep up with the food demands. Or the complex food demands, to be clear. Mostly good. Still haven't gotten any progress on the Sacred Flame, but oh well. Another result, another reputation from Resolve. It's going up quick, given that, you know, we have education and luxury and religion going on. A lot of good stuff. Speaking of luxury, I should put down the market. Somewhere. You go here, cut that out. Cut that out. Alright, sitting on Hostility 4, that's a lot of penalty to resolve, but we're fine somehow. Okay. I'm going to cut a couple of people and just run woodcutters again. Because I would like to make some progress on temple hostility, and to do that I need to burn wood. So let's burn wood. Storm so spooky. Do I have enough skewers to start selling a few? Probably. Don't mind it. Alright. It's year 8. I'd love to complete this game on year 8. And given how much resolve we're getting, that's not out of the question. I could also just open 2 Forbidden Glades one after the other and basically be done. But I have to get to a second one, and none of them are particularly convenient. I don't know. If there's a feature I want in this game, it's like I would want like a reason to just open up the whole map. Like, it is designed very well so that, you know, the game does not last overly long past the point where you're fine. And it's good. It's good that they've done that. But like sometimes I just want to just keep playing forever. Sometimes I just want to turn this into Fantasy Sim City. Maybe that's a me problem. I don't know. But anyway, let's get the woodcutters back to work. Probably pop this open to get closer to this glade and call it good, at least for now. Who's showing up? Some people. Let's get the slightly fewer people. That's fine. Let's see. 10, 12, 14, 16 beaver homes. Lovely. Herbalist camp has run out of berries. That's fine. And it's gonna have to be all the berries we get from there forever, because there's no more. So let's get down to Forger's camp. Get that collecting some roots. Get some lizards on the trapper camp for these eggs. Eggs! Then I guess that's it? If I can get you on a hearth, yeah, that actually gets me down a hostility level, which is lovely. In fact, I wouldn't mind burning some wood and just trying to get like higher hostility reduction and also more resolve. Because that will speed us towards winning, which I'd like to do. Hi, Forger's Camp. Sure. What a great pickup. Do I need anything else? Not particularly. These would be nice, but they're not mission critical. Alright. Good enough. Let's speed through things. We got a blood flower. Must kill. We also have some caches, and we have a lot of tools, like enough to open both of them and get me that much closer to winning the game. In fact, it might just win me the game. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe I won't get to do this open two forbidden glades one after the other thing. Which, oh darn, oh no, I'm not doing the crazy dangerous thing for content. Oh no! Am I gonna have to start a riot in chat? Are you guys gonna start chanting, "We want content"? Don't put it past you. I am playing conservatively, which is dull. Ugh. Doing the correct things that make you win games instead of doing the pog things that make good entertainment. Well, we went through resolve and opening up caches. I figured that would happen, but hey, we did it! Great victory! Prestige 6, pretty easily, and hey, I accidentally completed the deed. Play near the Petrified Necropolis. Cool. Didn't lose anybody, no one died, no one left. That's why I like playing on a low prestige level, so I don't get anyone killed. And feel very strangely guilty for these tiny pixel people. Because that's just kind of how I do. Oh yeah, we also get a royal resupply. So, this is some really great stuff. Every time you do a dangerous modifier, you get a royal resupply, and that provides you with stuff. Now I need 105 seal fragments if I'm going to try to do the sealed forest again at the end of this particular run. So it is a very safe bet to get the obsidian box. Because I'm not guaranteed to have enough towns go down. You get 5 fragments per town, by the way. I'm not guaranteed to get enough towns down to get enough to get there. I would also love the supply package. This gives you some temporary reserve embarkation points, which you can spend to make one game quite a bit easier. Also, caravan wagons can extend your range, get you towards exclamation marks you otherwise couldn't get to. It is, it is useful in certain situations. I'm probably gonna just pick up the fragments for this time, but hey, let's check out the quest on the map. The crashed airship. You encounter the wreckage of one of the Merchant Guild's famous airships. You can see a very busy crew running around it trying to fix the ship and recover lost supplies. Suddenly, an old beaver in a captain's blazer notices you and yells out for help. I can provide fuel, which requires me to play a game right here, win before year 8, and have 300 stormwater. And then I gain 20 pipes and 30 sea marrow for the rest of the cycle, which is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Or I can provide some spare parts. I lose 3 parts, I think, for the rest of the cycle. Or maybe not. It doesn't say. It just says lose 3 parts. Gain the Guild Sigil perk, which is traders arrive 25% faster, and perks and blueprints cost 25% less for the next game. That's just for the next game. I assume lose 3 parts is just for my next game, because I don't think they would give me a permanent minus 3 parts, which is very punishing for a single game's worth of blessing. I might just try to do provide fuel here. I'd have to win before year 8, which I do sometimes struggle doing that. I tend to play long, ponderous games and not like rush the win games. So that might be harder than I expect. I'm not sure. But I think that'll be what I do next time. I think that sounds fun. It'll make for some good streaming, because I'll be on a time limit and be slightly more tense through the whole thing. And I'll probably just click on Obsidian Box here. There's no way I'm getting to break the seal without getting at least some Obsidian Box fragments. That is a very safe bet. But yeah, next Against the Stormstream is going to be, its usual Sunday time. I know I'm a little late from today's because I played Baldur's Gate 3. That went up on YouTube if you care to see it. Got a lot done that time. It was very fun, and it's still a VOD on Twitch for the next 6 days if you care to see it. But yeah, I think I'm done for now. Next stream is going to be Final Fantasy, raiding with the crew in Final Fantasy 14. We're gonna try to beat Pandemonium Savage 12. It's the last boss, and we made good progress last time. I think we're gonna make good progress in Phase 2. We'll see. But yeah, that's my next scheduled stream, unless I do something random, during the day. My Baldur's Gate 3 streams cannot be scheduled because I'm playing it with Tahoe, and it's very hard to get our schedules, set in stone. But that's fine, because you have the VODs if you care that much. But anyway, I'm done rambling, and my throat hurts, and my cat wants food, so I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to end the stream. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate the viewership a lot. And yeah, I hope you had fun. I sure did. It was a good game. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, or evening, or night, or whatever time it is. And you'll take care. Peace.